By the end of this episode, you'll feel confident paying for things in English, whether you use cash or a card. You'll know the right words to use. Welcome to Daily English Bites. Imagine you're buying a coffee. You get to the counter. The person asks, cash or card? Do you know exactly what to say? Sometimes, even a simple question like that can feel a bit scary in a new language. But don't worry, it's very easy once you know a few key phrases. Let's start with paying by card. This is very common now. When someone asks cash or card, you can simply say, card please. It's polite and clear. Sometimes they might ask, are you paying with card? You can answer, yes, by card, or card is fine, thank you. It's good to keep your answers short and direct. After you say card please, they will usually point to the card machine. They might say, just tap here or insert your card here. Tap means to touch your card to the machine for a second. Many cards have this function. It's very fast. If your card doesn't tap, you will need to insert it. This means putting your card into a slot on the machine. Have you ever used a card that you tap? It's very convenient. Sometimes after you tap or insert your card, the machine will ask for your PIN. Your PIN is your personal identification number. It's a secret number. You type it into the machine. Always cover the keypad when you type your PIN. This keeps it private. After your PIN or sometimes without it, the machine will say approved or payment successful. That means your payment worked. You've paid. What if your payment doesn't work? Sometimes it happens. The machine might say declined. This means the payment was not successful. Don't panic. It could be a small problem. Maybe you entered the wrong PIN, or maybe there's a problem with the bank. The cashier might say it's declined. You can say, oh, I'm sorry, let me try another card. Or I'm sorry, I'll try again. This is a good phrase to remember. Let me try another card. It shows you are trying to fix the problem. So remember, when paying by card, you can say card please. Then you might tap or insert your card. And if it doesn't work, you can say, let me try another card. These phrases will help you a lot. Now let's talk about paying with cash. Cash means physical money, coins, and banknotes. When the cashier asks cash or card, and you want to use cash, you can say, cash please. Just like with the card, very simple, they will tell you the total amount. For example, that'll be $10.50. You then give them your money. If you give them more than the total amount, they will give you change. Change is the money they give back to you. For example, if your coffee is $3 and you give them a $5 bill, your change will be $2. The cashier might say, here's your change, or and here's $2 back. It's good to count your change to make sure it's correct. Sometimes you might not have the exact amount of cash. You might have a big banknote like a $50 bill for a small purchase. The cashier might ask, do you have anything smaller? This means they want a smaller banknote or coins if you have them. It helps them because they might not have enough change for your big bill. If you don't have anything smaller, just say, no, sorry, this is all I have. They will usually still take your big bill and give you change. Have you ever been asked for smaller money? It happens. What if you only have a very large bill, like a $100 bill, for a very small purchase, like a $2 coffee? Some smaller shops might not accept very large bills for small amounts. They might say, sorry, I can't break 100. This means they don't have enough change. In this situation, you might need to find an ATM to get smaller bills or pay with a card if you have one. This is less common, but it's good to know. Let's recap a little. Cash, you say cash, please. You give your money, you get change back. If they ask for anything smaller, they want smaller bills or coins. What about splitting the bill? This is when you are with friends and you all want to pay for some of the total amount. For example, you eat at a restaurant with 3 friends. The total bill is $80. You want to pay for $20. You can say, can we split the bill? Or can we pay separately? This is a very useful phrase when you are out with others. The cashier might ask, how would you like to split it? You can then say, we'd like to split it 4 ways if there are 4 of you. Or you can say, I'll pay for my part and then your friends pay for theirs. Sometimes they might ask, are you paying for everything or just your share? My share means your part. You can say, just my share, please. Sometimes they might not be able to split the bill exactly. Some places prefer one payment. In that case, you might have to decide among yourselves who pays and then transfer money to each other later. But it's always good to ask, can we split the bill first? It's a very common request. Let's do a quick role play in your mind. You're at a souvenir shop. You have a nice magnet. The total is $7. The cashier says, cash or card? What do you say if you want to use your credit card? You say, "Card, please." Good. Now, what if you have a $10 bill and want to pay with that? You say, "Cash, please." Excellent. What if you're with a friend and you both bought things and the total is $25? You each want to pay for your own items. What do you ask the cashier? You ask, "Can we split the bill?" Perfect. These phrases are very practical for everyday life. Another useful phrase is, "Can I get a receipt?" A receipt is a piece of paper that shows what you bought and how much you paid. It's important for keeping track of your money or for returning items. Sometimes the cashier will automatically give you a receipt. Other times they might ask, "Do you need a receipt?" You can say, "Yes, please," or "No, thank you." If they don't ask and you want one, just say, "Can I get a receipt?" This works for both cash and card payments. Always good to have a record of your purchases. So to summarize, when you're ready to pay for card, please. You might tap or insert your card. If it fails, let me try another card. For cash, please.